Welcome to Touch Technology Review. Today we're going to be checking out the Thronmax MDrill One USB-C microphone, which I think is perhaps the ultimate microphone for streaming and podcasting on mobile devices and computers. What I love about USB microphones is that you can use them on any device that you have, compared to XLR microphones, which are often the ones that we use in professional studio environments due to their high quality condenser microphones. The great thing about this USB mic is it includes a professional condenser microphone within, with multiple settings for different applications. So not only is it convenient and plug and play with all your devices, but it also provides you with studio quality sound. And on that note, you're actually listening to a sample of this microphone as I'm recording into my iPhone right now with the provided USB-C Type 3 cable. It's got a Type A connection on the other end, and I've plugged that into my Lightning to USB adapter, and that's all I need to get it to work with my iPhone. As soon as you plug it in, your software will recognize that you're using the microphone. Another advantage of this type of setup when you're podcasting, streaming, or even video conferencing is that it comes with a 3.5 input for your headphones. So I'm able to monitor the audio as I'm speaking, and that's ideal for all those scenarios. It has its own independent volume control for the input of the audio and also for the level of the headphones, which is absolutely perfect for all types of applications. In addition to this, it has 4 recording modes. I'm using the Cardioid pattern at the moment, and that's perfect for this application where I'm speaking into the front of the microphone, and it picks up a bias signal from the front and rejects noise from the sides and back of the microphone. So if you have a computer in front of the microphone, or if you're typing on a keyboard, it will minimize those noises and focus primarily on the vocals in front of it. So Cardioid is a pattern that you would use for this type of application. There's also a stereo microphone, which means it's more suitable for recording authentic sounding instruments. If you're recording a guitar or even a vocal recording, you could switch over to the stereo mode. There's a bi-directional mode, which is great for podcasting with a guest. If they're close enough, you could sit it in the center of the table and you could have both guests speaking into their own microphone on either side of the device, which is great for that application. And there's also Omni-Directional, which records from all angles, and that's good for ambient recordings in indoor or outdoor spaces. So a lot of versatility there when it comes to the recording patterns of the microphone, and it just sounds great. It really does sound like a premium quality microphone that could easily replace any of the XLR microphones that I often use in my recordings. In terms of the other features of the microphone, first of all, it has a unique array of LED lights. So there's a beautiful strip of LED lighting on the front, which serves as the volume indicator, and that really clearly tells you what level your audio input and headphones are on. And you've also got an LED ring at the base of the microphone, which looks really cool, especially in darker environments. So if you're using it for a podcast or audio stream, you can get this really nice LED lighting effect that you can switch over to 7 different colors. There's a button on the base of the microphone allowing you to switch those colors, and you can even turn the LED lighting off if you prefer a more minimal look. You'll notice that the enclosure incorporates a vertical grill design as opposed to a mesh pattern, which is most commonly used on most USB or XLR microphones. Thronmax call this VERTIGAIN technology and say it increases clarity by up to 10% compared to other digital USB microphones. As sound waves move in a vertical direction, the wave reaches the 3 condensers without being scattered by the microphone mesh. So a very unique design that not only looks awesome, but actually has a practical application, resulting in a superior sound of the microphone. So I'm really impressed by the overall aesthetic of the microphone, the fact that it incorporates that unique technology to produce a clear signal. And also in terms of the desktop stand provided, you can very easily swivel it in 360 degrees. And it also includes a 5¼ thread mount at the base of the microphone, which means that you can place it onto a boom arm, such as the Thronmax caster, which I have here today. And that allows you to put it into different positions that are ideally suited for applications, whether it's podcasting or streaming, or whether it's one-on-one interviews and you want to put the microphone in a particular position. Using a boom stand will give you that opportunity. And also, if you tend to be heavy-handed on the desk, you can reduce that amount of noise that you pick up when you're tapping on the desk by placing the microphone onto a boom arm. Now we're going to take a closer look at the boom arm in another video, which I'll be posting on the channel, and I'll leave a link to that once it's completed in the description box below. We're going to take a look at another accessory in the Thronmax range, which goes really well with the microphone itself, and that is a pop filter. Now this is not any old regular pop filter. This is a very unique dual mesh design, which not only looks premium, but serves a greater purpose of eliminating those plosives better than any other pop filter that I've tried before. If I show you what a regular pop filter looks like, you'll see the difference. This is a standard pop filter that you'll get on Amazon, which really just has this kind of Hessian material, almost like a stocking. And in fact, a lot of people use stockings as a shortcut or as a hack to get a pop filter over a microphone when you don't have the budget or you just haven't got around to purchasing one. But these are very basic, and they usually come in at around $20 or $30. Now for not much more, probably $35, depending on where you purchase, you can actually get this high quality pop filter from Thronmax. It could be used with this microphone or any other for that matter. What I love about it is that it has a 360-degree swivel, which you'll see later on is really useful for getting the exact position required. And this flexible arm here, that means you can mount it onto any type of stand. So I'm going to quickly mount it onto the Thronmax desktop stand, and I'll get in really close with the vocals so you can see what a difference it makes when you use a pop filter. So as you can see, we've been able to get the pop filter right there. Now I can use this 360-degree tilt and position it exactly where I want in front of the microphone. So if I was going to do a voiceover recording, or if I was narrating, or if I don't mind getting up close to the microphone, perhaps if I'm doing a podcast that doesn't have a video recording, I'd get in much closer than I've been sitting so far in this video. I'd probably get in as close as 4 or 5 centimeters away from the mic, and you'll hear the difference in the audio. As I get in close, it sounds much more personal, much more direct, and it certainly sounds suitable for podcasting or voiceover work. And as you hear me pronounce the plosives, whether it's P's or B's, you'll hear that it's not popping the microphone. Without that pop filter, it'll sound more like this, which is really not going to be able to be fixed in post-production. You just get these P's and the B's just popping the microphone. Although it's doing a decent job as it is without the pop filter, you'll notice that the pop filter completely eliminates it and just makes it sound so much better. So in an ideal scenario, I would recommend that you get not only the Thronmax microphone itself, but also the pop filter, so you can use it for all those different applications. If you are interested in purchasing, the microphone itself will cost anywhere from around $90 US to 130 Australian. There are 2 different colors available. There's a black that I have here today and a slate gray, which also looks rather nice. And there's also a pro version of the microphone, which records at 96 kilohertz. This particular model records at 48 kilohertz, which I would have to say is probably more than enough for most applications. When you're using it for podcasting and uploading to a podcast platform or even YouTube, you're not really going to be ever recording at higher than 44.1 kilohertz anyway, so it has more than enough bandwidth there in terms of audio quality. So I would only say the pro version is a nice to have add-on if you're looking for ultra high quality recordings that you might want to pass on to a sound engineer for improving later on in post-production. But other than that, you could go either way. There's not much difference in price. The pro version I think is about $30 more. I think it's an amazing microphone. I love the way it looks, and I'm really impressed by all of the features and functionality and everything about the presentation of the microphone. Before concluding the video, I just wanted to mention what you get inside the box. First of all, I was really impressed when I opened it up. You get this quiet, do not disturb decal that you can hang on your door, and on the other side, you've got record, pause, come in. So you can actually have a visible sign on your studio door letting people know whether you're in or out of recording. I thought that was a really cool addition to the product. You also get a couple of Thronmax stickers which look really cool, and a color instruction manual outlining all of the features of the microphone. So that's my review of the Thronmax MDrill One. I'm absolutely loving what I'm hearing so far, and I haven't even applied any EQ. This sounds as good as my Rode NT1, but it gives me that convenience of being able to record using a USB interface on my mobile phone and other devices. So I'm probably going to start to do a lot more recordings on this channel using this microphone. That's how much I love it. So if you want to get one yourself, I'll leave a link to where you can purchase in the description box below. If you've got any questions or comments on the video, drop them in the comments box below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit me up with a like and consider subscribing to the channel so that you're notified of up and coming video releases. See you on the next one. Bye for now.